It is at the compliments of Bickles and GK Parity Insurance Limited. Good morning to everybody at Bickles. Good morning to everybody at GK, and Happy New Year to you all. A school burns in Catel. From what I understand, before I go there, why is it up to now, right? Why is it up to now that we only have one fire station in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Well, I shouldn't say Grenadines. Well, in St. Vincent on mainland. Why? Up till now. Because if that school burned in Catel, you have a big station in Catel. You go tell me they can't house a fire appliance out there?
Do we have a fire appliance for it
to go? House? Exactly my point. Why is it till now? Do you know that if there's a fire anywhere outside of Kingstown, county property has gone?
All right, giving you the story. Reading this from Eyewitness News. Fire guts block at Catel's school 1 week before new term begins. The Ministry of Education was considering its options on Monday night after a fire destroyed the roof of a block of Catel's government school 1 week before school reopens. At the same time, the fire brigade said it was launching an investigation into the blaze that destroyed the section of the school that houses grades 3 and 4, as well as a school kitchen which provides meals for disadvantaged students. Head of the fire department, Superintendent of Police Mark Ellis, did not offer any theories about the fire when he spoke to Eyewitness News at the scene around 7 p.m., about 3 hours after the building was engulfed in flames. I don't know, man. It's
gonna continue to be a frustration among Vincentians.
Yeah.
Until as Chris said, we get a fire truck. That could be deployed in each of our major sections.
I don't know how they just do the fire truck thing. If it's people give you, or if I don't know how it is work. But
you have to put on our big boy pants and buy
your big boy pants and buy what you need.
But also, you know, there's been this long-running talk about disconnecting the fire service from the police.
And that's a must do it.
I think that is important as well. Maybe the schools need to be inspected as well. Is there a hazard in the schools?
No, just go underneath and hit enter.
Is there a hazard in the schools?
Well, they're saying when you read down in the story, it says it's in the kitchen block. There's like a kitchen attached to it.
Is where they think it started.
Well, they haven't provided a solid theory, but the story says that there's like a kitchen connected.
So that could be like a gas leak or something?
That maybe something in there went wrong.
But surely the kitchen wouldn't be in use. It's out of.
When they're cooking and forget the pot.
Or it's a leak and it ignite eventually. Maybe. Because like somebody just said, if a school out there, how that on?
How that on, yeah.
Unless somebody else go on there and make a bad man pot.
But in the other grand scheme of, I mean, loss of property is bad, but we have to be careful that we're not neglecting this to the point where it becomes a loss of life issue.
Yeah.
You know, property could be rebuilt and whatnot, and it's frustrating, but
the thing here, right?
I think with a school though, man, it's
but no, like imagine now, like people are out of school and a house burns in Cattels with kids in it.
Yeah.
So we're singing a different song this morning.
But what I'm saying here is simply this. This is not what people like to hear, right? This is not a no issue.
Agreed.
No, it's been neglected.
This has been neglected from time.
Yeah.
And like you said, God forbid, let me say it had persons in the school. Let me say it's a house with a family. What do? The time it will take one of them big clumsy truck to leave here, to get to Leeward, everybody dead. That's a fact. That's a fact. We can't hide from that. So why is it?
I think like so many things, right? It was neglected at the or these things were neglected to allow us to do these big projects.
Just click auto.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's what
we spent on other things, we
Yeah.
had to something had to be sacrificed.
Something had to be sacrificed, and we were never. It was never explained to us that these are the sacrifices we're going to have to make.
Right.
Right. I've said it for a long time, and when we built the airport,
He didn't say it.
I don't know whether people understood that it was you were gonna have to forego a lot of other things. And look, the state of some of those schools, I would not be surprised if it was like an electrical fire. You got rats, you got pigeons, you got bats, you got, you know what I mean?
Once them in a roof, it's deadly. Morning.
Button.
Hello? Okay, nobody.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And until, so if I were the new government, maybe that's one of the priorities is to go and inspect all the schools.
All them things, yeah. Who does that? Braxa. Morning.
Braxa can't do everything.
Morning.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
My thing is, right, how much time to keep seeing these things where building while I have to wait for the fire brigade to get there to out and the name of Rafa? Why aren't sprinkler systems placed in these buildings?
It's a fair question. I mean, I think the new building codes really should have that.
Every major building should have sprinklers.
Well, maybe not the older ones, but the newer ones definitely should have, particularly where you have children and that kind of thing, where it's the potential loss of life is high.
Exactly.
Yeah. Good point.
You see,
and that's why building standards are so important, because it's not just, is it going to fall down in a hurricane?
Right.
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
Eventualities.
Yeah. Are the walls constructed in a way that are going to stop fire spreading?
This is going to be the age-old problem. This will be a continued problem, Because if, God forbid, there's a fire, this is what Catel, that's right there.
It's not that far.
It's right there.
It's not that far. Yeah.
So let me say this fire now was in Barley, or a fire breaks out in Barley.
Don't matter, man.
Or wherever.
Once you're
out of town.
Even in town, man. Even in town, you have problems.
Even in town, you have problems.
So anything out of town, and it's basically.
So this just shows you the neglect that this has suffered for years.
Yeah, it has.
And right now, we're going to start to pay the price.
And it's not just, I don't think it's just neglect in, from like an equipment standpoint, but it's a neglect from a management standpoint.
Neglect, yeah.
We're not building robust systems.
Yeah.
You
right?
see,
we're not doing the analysis to say what is actually required. If we have 3 fires at the same time,
what do?
We're unwilling, for whatever reason, to stop this burning in residential areas.
What do you do? Look up by me just last week, bushfire.
It's scary enough.
It had to burn
Every
itself
time
out.
I see a neighbor burning their garbage, it
had to burn itself
I'm
out.
I'm on tender hooks.
Look, you talking? I live next to Petro Carrier.
And people are burning. It's madness.
Listen, I was in the yard.
How
last
difficult
week,
the law is that to impose?
right? I saw the fire burning in the back by me, but nothing can get to it, first speaking. So it just has to burn itself out. I sat in the back for an hour and a half and watch it because breeze blowing.
Yeah.
And breeze could carry it anyway. I sat in the back for an hour and a half and make sure that
we don't have the systems in the event that anything catches fire to put it out. So I would have thought one of the starting points would be preventative. Right? Inspect your buildings regularly. Stop these bushfires that we're allowed to light.
Yeah.
For no reason.
For no reason.
If you leave the grass there, it will deteriorate over time.
Yeah.
But no, you want burn it and we live next to Petro Caribbean.
We used
not,
to say
not
this.
just that, all the health issues and there's all these reported issues of increased asthma and all that. That's all related, huh?
We used to say this a long time, and people used to take it personal and going around. Getting up in the morning, and I trained this at the fire department. Getting up in the morning and washing down them ugly truck out there and putting down the lights and make sure they're flashing. That
makes no sense.
That makes no. I keep saying it.
They're not all ugly.
They're ugly.
The Ford is
a nice, but it's still ugly.
What do you mean ugly?
They're ugly. Getting up in the morning and washing them down. All right, I get that. You take pride in your machine and yada, yada, yada. Putting on them lights. That is not it. You know what is it? That fire. Once you can't get to that.
Running drills. How do we get out there
That is it.
in 5 minutes?
I keep saying this year after year, but people let's just look now. Suppose that school was in session. Suppose, like you said, that was a house with a family. Suppose it was late night and I was in somebody's area. What?
Yeah. When nobody could alert it.
Come on, man.
Will the new government start to put these things in place?
One can only hope.
Well, you'll see. You're going to do some commercials. Came to the comments.
You know what? One of the things, just before you go, one of the things I thought was a bit weird was Nigel Stevenson, I think the representative for that area, doing a live stream.
No, he does those all the time in his community.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a bit weird. You're no longer campaigning, man. You're governing now.
We did.
He was down there and
Hoping that the fire truck coming.
Hoping
I hope somebody sees this to notify the fire. I'm thinking to myself, huh?
Even if somebody notified the fire truck.
You're hoping that somebody notifies the fire truck to come?
And you is a
to be
minister.
fair, we all hoping.
Because
I thought that was a bit weird.
and GK Priority Insurance is limited.
Enjoyment every day because
Amidst the shells, the sounds, the excitement of the season. Find joy. Give joy this Christmas. Only with Hot 97.1. 7.1.